go.
Okay, so we should have mats with all 6 different characters out.
Yes. I get Josh this time.
The Steam overlay is refusing to pop up.
That sounds convenient.
I've been having quite a fun time recently working through Gloomhaven on here.
Oh,
It
yes.
works fantastically. It really does. There's a fantasy scripted mod of Gloomhaven, and it is excellent. It's really spot on.
Nice.
So we were about 8 or 9 missions in the reel before all this started, and it took me about 2.5 hours to fully replicate our real campaign characters and settings and character sheets and everything else. And we've basically just carried on from there. It's so nice. So I'm hoping that this is relatively similar, because it should be a similar kind of thing. It's very nice to play a game where you have really big maps like this and play it on a vast table, rather than trying to fit all the bits and pieces in and around your drinks and everything else.
Now, I've given you each a skill counter, which you place on the first of your skills. Now, in theory, there should be experience markers as well, but I don't see them anywhere. I suspect they may have forgotten to implement them. Either that, or there's something cleverly done with the automation, but we shall see.
Say what? Why is Tabletop Simulator telling me that you want to open Google?
Just clicked on a link in something and here to just cancel it.
Yeah, basically, there's a tablet that you can use. I was wondering what was in the box. But we don't need this one. Yeah, let's just grab an extra skill count for each character to use as a experience tracker. Right, I'm going to deal 1 card of starting equipment to everyone. And 1 to each of the secondary characters.
How are we playing the secondary characters? Are we going to have some people playing 2, or are we going to sort of crowdsource it?
We'll each play 2.
You probably need to give us control of them somehow then, because their equipment cards actually got turned face
Interesting.
down. Never mind. They were flippable.
Of course, it's not an ideal setup for 3 players, given that One of you is going to
No.
need to play both sides of the table. But it makes life interesting. Right. Put aside those cards that I couldn't find anyway. Oh, there's the specials. Excuse me a moment. Yellow.
Hi, how are you?
Not too bad.
Working okay?
Yeah. Just streaming some board games on Twitch.
The other half of your phone conversation is also
Streaming
streaming
them?
over Twitch, just so you know.
Roger that. Let's see.
What, you mean you're downloading them or you're...
No, as in I am playing online.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay. So you're busy, are you? Is that little Alex with you or is he back with Tasha?
He's fast asleep because it's past 9 o'clock here.
Okay. Sun is shining here. Yep. Probably there as well, actually. Okay, how's work going? You doing long shifts still?
Dad, I'm in the middle of play.
Okay, you don't speak. Okie dokie.
Well, I just presume that you don't particularly want to be streamed
With
live on
respect
the
to the
internet.
respirators, those gas masks that we found, we've stored them away.
Okay.
I don't remember anything specific. Okay?
Okay.
I'll let you get on and play your game.
Righto. Have fun.
Right, bye.
Bye. Parter has an unfortunate sense of timing. Always has have. If it's not in the middle of dinner, he'll call just when I've put Alex to bed or just when it's in the middle of, working or whatever.
Just say I can't really speak now. Can I phone you back later?
That's what I usually do. He's not receptive to hints.
This is very strange.
Mm.
Well, I tried quitting Tabletop Simulator and then clicking on the link.
Yeah.
When I click on the link, it invites me to launch.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I try that, it gives an error and says the game's already running.
I mean, you don't have to enter via the link. You can if you go to the join game, and then make sure the box is ticked that says friends games. It should come up in that list.
And it didn't.
It can take a while. It's quite slow. I'm assuming because it just doesn't have an optimized lobby search. So when it's being busy, it can take a while for those lists to come.
0 of 615.
I'll go through the basics in the meantime. So the game is lost, helpfully, when all survivors have been gruesomely killed and eliminated from the game.
Sounds about right.
And the game is won immediately when all of the objectives have been accomplished.
Yes, if it's the same as Black Plague, then it's important to not be in the mindset of we have to clear the board before we try and do the thing, because
Exactly.
the zombies just spawn continually forever. So there will never come a point where you just get rid of them. It's you're
Exactly.
constantly swimming against the tide to try and get to whatever the objective is.
Eyes on the prize.
Yes. Although don't rush in, because then they'll just eat you.
Yeah.
Creep in, leg it out.
Proceed in a tactically sensible manner.
Is the prize a helicopter to a deserted desert island without any zombies?
Yes. Right. So,
You know what I'm referencing.
not off the top of my head.
The end of the Living Dead trilogy.
Haven't
I don't
seen it.
consider any subsequent movies to be part of the canon.
Now, each zone is the area between, well, either girded by pedestrian crossings or a room. On the streets, characters see in straight lines parallel to the edges of the board. Characters can't see diagonally, and the range is essentially infinite. Inside a building, characters see into all zones that share an opening with the zone that the character currently occupies. If there is an opening, the walls do not block line of sight, but it's limited to one zone. Movement. You can move from one zone to the next. You cannot move diagonally. And to move from a building to the street or from one room to another, you've got to go via a door. Noise is a fairly important mechanic. Each action that is noisy, so anything with a noisy weapon, and
So
you'll see
the,
that.
the yellow
Exactly.
warning triangle here.
Yeah. For instance, the fire axe is a quiet weapon, but if you use it to open a door, it's noisy. Whereas the chainsaw is always noisy. So when you use a noisy action, you place a noise token. And you can find them over on this side in these little tubs.
Conveniently marked with noise tokens.
Indeed. It's almost as if they were designed.
Yes.
A single action produces one noise token, no matter how many dice are rolled, how many hits are made, or if dual weapons are used. Each survivor miniature also counts as a noise token.
Yes, people are intrinsically noisy because they sneeze and cough.
And scuff along and so on.
Yes.
And insist on breathing.
Yeah,
Fancy that.
unreasonably.
Now, your experience tracker. For every kill, you move it up one step. Now, normally it's a little black clip over the top edge of the card. We're having to improvise a bit.
I appear to have crashed Fedora. That's impressive.
Well, that's the thing. You should get a decent operating system like Windows Vista.
Mm-hmm. Just join the rest of us.
I
Yeah.
have another partition with Windows on it. It just takes longer to start up. Pardon me for boot time.
No worries, we will be there. Now there are 4 danger levels. You'll notice on your experience tracker that you've got a blue field, a yellow field, an orange field, and an oh bugger field. I mean red field.
A blood-coloured field.
Yes. As you kill more zombies appear. And as you ascend through the ranks, you gain more skills. And you don't get all of them, but at each tier you choose one of the skills available to you at that stage.
Yes, in the physical game, you get a little peg. So
Exactly.
You have to kind of
A
put
little
your one
clip.
peg somewhere.
Yeah. You get extra actions, and you can use them as soon as you gain them. So it's not sort of, I've reached level 7, next turn I can take an action. No, you can take it right away. When you draw a zombie card to spawn on getting into a zone, you read the line that corresponds to the survivor with the highest danger level. So if everyone's killed one zombie each, except one player who's gone ahead and killed 43, it's going to be spawning the highest number of zombies. And I see FaZe has dropped out.
Yes.
He will return.
Most likely.
You can carry up to 5 pieces of equipment, but you can only have 2 equipped at any one time.
Alright. Card in hand and card in reserve.
Exactly. Weapons have to be in a hand slot to be used, whether as a weapon or to open doors, whereas other items, like utilities and whatnot, always apply even if they're in reserve. If your character has more than 5 equipment cards, discard them until you have 5, and you can discard cards at any time for free. There are 4
On
types.
some space as another character, you can also spend an action to give them items.
Correct.
Otherwise, discarded items are lost.
You
Or
just drop
Yeah.
them on the ground and they smash.
Or just get lost in the general muck.
Considering where we fished most of these items out from, you wouldn't think we'd be too picky.
Exactly. Now, there are 4 types of zombies. Ooh, edit note. What's this? Edit note.
Walkers, runners, fatties, and abominations.
Yes. Runners, fatties, and walkers are 1 XP each. Abominations are 5 XP.
holy hell.
Fatties
You'll earn it.
can't be killed unless your weapon makes at least 2 damage. If your weapon deals 1 damage, you're not going to make a dent. And each fatty spawns with 2 walkers. Runners have 2 actions per activation, while other zombies only have 1. And the abominations can only be killed by weapons dealing 3 damage at any one time. So save your Molotovs for them. If a second abomination is drawn, replace it with a fatty and its 2 walkers. The abomination spawns alone, and there is only ever one in play, which is nice.
I don't know if you mentioned it, but changing cards equipment, is that an action or a free action?
Well, if you look at your turn summary on the card here, it will show you how many actions you have.
I believe it's an action, but the action is reorganize inventory,
Yeah.
which means that you could swap out both of the things you're carrying for other things in your bag. And you kind of get one action to rejig all of your kit rather than I want to swap out both of my things. Oh, that'll be 2 actions then.
Right. And you can swap things with another survivor in the same zone.
Yes. Although that tends in practice, when I've played it, to work out more as if somebody trades you equipment, then you can, if you have an action, is it an action to take equipment? You can also kind of use that to equip it into your hand essentially for free.
Yeah. You can do all your repacking
Yes.
in one action. So, let's see who goes first. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One.
Wanda.
I don't mind being Amy and Wanda if we want to do it that way, if we're having to do 2 people.
Okay.
That's the other side of the board. I don't mind being both the girls. Can do that. Okay. Okay, so where are we starting?
Let's have a look.
Usually has a little diagram.
Yeah, I'm just flicking through to the tutorial setup.
The little scenario map, if we get a scenario map.
Yeah. Yeah, our spawn point is in here.
In the checky room.
Yeah. Which I suppose will upset the Slovaks.
Okay, so I've got fire axe, so I guess I might as well just go into the room and knock the door down, because I'm assuming we're going to want to get out.
Or chill and let me do it, because I have a crowbar.
I think, let me just check, I think fire axe is an automatic.
Yes, but it's a loud opening door, whilst
it is.
crowbar is a silent
That's true.
opening door.
Okie dokie. I can move on to
And
the
also
system,
we
right?
can search a bit
Yes.
while we're in there.
Yeah, okay. So let's do a search instead then.
Now, I'm also going to go through and edit the zombie deck, because we're only supposed to use a limited number of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 41. So 1.
So I can actually... Let's see. How many actions do we start with? 1 or
I think it's
3.
4, or 3, sorry.
3 actions, right?
Yeah.
Which means that I can actually, on Ned's turn, I can actually go into the room with the door, search, open the door, and go outside, because I have a free search action with Ned.
Yeah. Is it a guaranteed open door? Yeah, it is. Okay. In Black Plague, there's a number of items that you can use to open doors, but you have to roll. So sometimes you can sometimes you can end up bashing away a door, not managing to open it. So you tend to have, and then I'll open the door, not as being your final action because it might not work. But I'm not seeing anything marked on the cards to suggest that that's the case.
Well, there are those 4 squares at the bottom that supposedly do something.
Yeah, but you've got range on the left. You've got the number of dice that you get to roll with each attack. You've got the
Right.
number that you need to roll in order for it to hit,
And damage.
and then the number of damage that it does. That's the 4 things.
Right.
I don't know. Have we not got any fatty killers at the moment? I don't think we do.
The fire axe.
Nope.
Fire axe does 2 damage. Everything
okay.
else does
Yeah,
1.
so right then. So if there's any fatties, I'm going to have to run up and hit them with fire axe. Right, okay. So yeah, so we're letting you open the door because it's fairly early on in the turn order still, so I think we'll be all right. So I'm going to search then where I am, seeing as I'm inside. Should I just pull a random bit of equipment off the top?
Yep.
Huh.
Always shuffle for luck.
My chat just told me.
Canned food, which is just 1 XP, I think, if it's the same as dried meat in the Black Plague.
We shall see.
That was strange.
Huh?
I was disconnected due to being timed out for some reason.
Well, let's get you back in.
I'm connecting. Found you in my list.
Good.
One would think that moving tokens would be sufficient to keep in game, but apparently not.
It's more a case, actually, the more that happens in the game, the more likely it is, because whenever anything changes state or things happen, it has to do a tiny little load of extra objects. So if it's already struggling, then moving things around a lot is going to make that worse.
That's awkward.
Well, not really, because it means that you don't necessarily want to load everything in the game up front, because then it might make it more likely that you'll time out. So it's doing sort of partial loads on an as and when it needs them basis.
Yes,
Right.
but doing nothing shouldn't really.
But it's not just you; it's everybody else that's happening with the game as well.
Yeah. Oh well, no matter. I'm
Right,
back.
okay, I've had my turn because I think that's all I can do. I've searched and I've moved up to the door.
Right.
So
Now-
that when the door gets opened,
Excellent.
I'm
Birds
ready
begin to
do
sing.
things.
So did you search both rooms?
If it's the same as the game
You
that
can-
I've played,
yeah.
you can only search once per
Exactly.
round.
Right.
Obviously, if you're playing multiple characters, each character can search once per round, but you can't spend all of your actions continually searching the same room.
XP in the default game mode, you only get XP for kills, and different missions can have additional XP sources.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And my phone has decided that that was definitely a question. Shut up.
So 1 dice done, and it's Ned's turn then, I suppose.
Yes.
So 1 action. Stand up, you lazy bugger. And I have a free search action, so I get to search for free.
It's the red card. It's really counterintuitive in that the enemies should be red and the treasure should be gold, but it isn't.
The equipment cards.
Yeah.
So just pull one and put down. Well.
Very nice.
Oh, I got a gun.
Are you going to open the door for your last thing?
I've actually only done 1 action thus far, since I get a free
There's not
search
much else you can do.
Actually, I
You
was.
can open the door and walk through, but zombies
Yes.
are going to spawn here, so it depends if you want to be standing next to them.
Yes, that of course. But then again, I suppose we should just pile out, or shouldn't we? So, opening door is just an action and it's done. Since I have a crowbar, is that correct?
I
Yep.
think so. Yeah.
So I just remove the door then.
Does it have different
Yeah.
states, or is it a case of you just remove it?
It does have different states.
State.
State 2.
Alright.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
door's broken down.
So 1, this is free surge, 2, and what the heck? Why not? Pile out as well. And that would be my 3 and a bonus action.
Now, let's see. Does moving out there spawn zombies? Move.
Yeah, do we spawn at the start of the game, or do people get a turn before we spawn things?
Da, 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 da. Okay, so as yet, nothing has happened. So we activate all the players first, and then the zombies spawn.
Okay. So there's none kind of wandering in the street currently?
No, not yet.
So time for Doug. Doug, what does his skill mean? Matching set.
Let's see, that's something to do about when he's got 2 of the same weapon. Let me check.
Yes, it was either that or counts as having 2, I suppose.
Matching set. When a survivor performs a search action and draws a weapon card with a dual symbol, he can immediately take a second card of the same type from the equipment deck. Shuffle the deck afterwards.
Right. So if he finds 1 weapon, he finds 2.
Yes.
Alright then.
Yes.
Since I came to get fetch my water, I was just thinking of saying hello.
Okay.
Good night, hug.
Yes. Good night, Frog. And now back to sleep.
This day we're talking about E. Yes, me.
The frog says good night.
Good night.
So, should I pile out or should I search the other room? Does it matter? Can you search?
I would
rooms?
probably search, because the thing that's going to kill you I mean, I know this is tutorial, so it's only little and it'll probably be quite easy, but generally the thing that kills you is not having adequate equipment to
Right.
do what you need to do.
Is
The
there?
starting equipment is not the best weapons or, the best armor
Yeah,
or whatever.
exactly. Is there a point to searching an empty room, or can you search any room?
You can
And
search
you can
any
search
room.
as long as you're inside.
Yes, I mean, of course, you need to be inside, but does it really matter which room you search?
No. You're just putting a card off the equipment deck.
Right. So, then Doug will search.
I'm assuming the free search adds to the limit of 1. But it's a bit unclear.
I'd assume so, yes.
I don't think it gives you an extra search.
So, now that I've found a pistol with Doug, I am then supposed to go through the equipment card, find another pistol, and then reshuffle it.
Yes.
Right-click on the deck and do search. And you
Oh.
should see a list of everything that's in the deck.
Hmm.
We use that quite a lot in Gloomhaven because you're looking inside decks of cards for things.
Oh, quit it. I need to check which...
Yeah.
Search pistol. And I found none.
Oh, you don't get a matching set then. I guess we've already had all of the pistols out.
Hmm.
I suppose so. Because the rules probably state that if there isn't an available card, you're screwed. Is that right?
Probably.
If there isn't a card for you to have, you can't have it.
Right. Oh, no matter. Still got a pistol. But
I
ain't
mean, if
that
you're
much, ain't
really
it?
lucky, you might have got 2 frying pans.
Well, then I would have had 3. So that was 1, 2, and 3. I'll pile him out as well. Red X.
Okay.
Oh yeah, what are the objectives for this mission? I didn't actually look.
We need to get to the objective marker here.
Okie dokie.
Bleep,
It is an easy tutorial, isn't it? So it wasn't going to be too tricky.
bleep, 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 bleep.
Hello.
I'm assuming you are not. This Twitch channel contains adult content.
No.
No, hence the bleeping.
Ah.
I launched Discord 4 times, and as soon as I clicked on board game -voice, it promptly froze and crashed out.
Just get Windows like everybody else.
This is in
Just
Windows.
works. Know
No.
that you're interesting and unique. You've done that. Now just get Windows.
It just works is the Apple.
Oh no, that's it works like all the rest of it, but it will cost you twice as much.
Twice
And
as
works
much
with
again.
very little.
Yeah, Apple is like, oh, it works really well, and it doesn't slow down. It's like, yeah, the reason it doesn't slow down is because they've locked it down so hard that you can't
Exactly.
do half the things with it that you should be able to do.
And then Windows goes along and says, "Oh, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go and turn our actual useful applications into apps."
Ugh.
Yes.
And then we slap them with a
Windows
fish.
10, as I've said, tries to combine a desktop with a Loftian style. They take a good idea, make it proprietary, and ruin it.
Indeed.
I can launch in a rapidly increasing number of seconds.
I am going
No,
to
this
search.
is Windows.
You'll go.
This is Windows 7 Ultimate. A thing I didn't even know existed until I got it off my Uncle Malcontent.
I feel a baseball bat looks quite appropriate for Josh.
And finally,
Suggested in a zombie apocalypse, why not go around on a bike in a suit of armor? They're not going to be able to bite through the armor, and the bike is silent and easy to maintain.
the bike is silent as in trousers. And
So that's a reference I should get.
yeah, but I can't remember where it's from. It's from either the Goon Show, Fry and Laurie, or possibly Monty Python.
Amy is taking no grief from anybody.
I
I mean, she's drunk with power, but no space on this. There's such a little thing. There's no space to stand. I'll just stand on the rest. There you go. She's basically in the same space. That's fine.
But she's actually got the free move action, so she can move up ahead. If
I
she
am
wants.
not moving to the zombie space. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, be that way then.
Well, live, yes. Okay, zombies.
What?
Damn,
No.
Both the girls are quick on their feet.
Yep.
So FaZe has invited me to play.
That sounds backwards.
It does. Let's try it this way instead. No, let's not.
We'll end up spreading out a little bit, so this isn't going to be too big of a... Yeah, there we go.
No, that's weird.
So,
I accepted an invite.
zombies' turn. We're all on blue experience, so we're drawing blue, correct? Why is there little zombie markers on this map and that map? Are you sure this isn't where zombies are supposed to start?
These are the spawn points.
Are you sure that's not the spawn point?
They all three are.
Really?
So first of all, in the zombie phase, the zombies activate. In this instance, there aren't any. So now we move to stage 2 of the zombie phase, which is spawning. So we always spawn from in the same order. So you can start by drawing for this one. Let's call it the northernmost one.
And who draws what and how?
Do we have a little campaign map for this level?
This is the level.
But like the campaign map, as in it shows you the layout and tells you what the objective is and...
Hey, I found the experience tracker.
Oh, where are they?
They were where the
Oh,
What?
that's
Your-
handy.
character was.
Right, it's
Or
the
your-
little widget.
Ah, nice.
I see cards and coloured circles, but no detail. And many white dots.
Yeah, it'll just take a moment to load in.
Good, because this makes even less sense than usual.
There we go.
Oh wait, was that Amy's?
Hang on, it's doing DLC.
They go.
And as to yourself, Anya, bear in mind I was coming at IDWCon. I have very little memory of many people I spoke with.
That's quite all right. I'm not the most memorable of people.
Whereas, as an ex of mine said, I have an effect on memory like a bowling ball on a trampoline. People try-
See the little zombie guys. We're supposed to have a walker on them, as in the scenario thing. See, and that's a spawn zone.
Ah, yes. Well, let's drop a walker on them. I always do like crisps.
So do I, and then I discovered that Walker's got the crisp bag colours wrong.
Yeah,
They do.
Well, technically, Golden Wonder and Walker's got them different.
Yes.
The correct crisp bag colours are green for cheese and onion, because
Yes,
Correct.
they are.
cows and grass is green. And blue for salt and vinegar, because salt comes from the sea, and the
Yes.
sea is blue. I'm in agreement with pink for prawn cocktail for obvious reasons.
Yes.
My fiance has tried prawn cocktail and hates it.
It's
Your
uncomfortable,
fiancé is
prawn
wise.
cocktail. Sometimes, if you're in the mood for it, it's amazing. If you're not, it's disgusting.
Do you know it's a Pringle flavour now?
Of course it is.
Ugh. Pringle do weird flavours, though.
FaZe has disconnected.
Yes.
It says loading complete.
So I'm assuming that we're not having the walkers come in and attacking then, because normally we should have come out of this building and all had a go at killing it.
Yeah.
Or retcon the first round.
Let's do that.
Should we retcon the first round?
Everyone happy with that?
As in, we're all still going to be taking items because that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it means that Wanda would have ended up there.
We would all have stayed
Josh
in the room. Then.
Ned searched, and he searched for free, and then moved and opened the door and moved. So you would have ended your turn outside if that's still what you want to do.
Well, I'm quite well happy to stay inside if that is the tactical advantage.
But it's up to you. But it means that anybody with an
here.
anyone who has like a free move or anything would actually get a chance. I don't know.
Put the boot in.
Would you? If you've got a free move and you've got a weapon. Okay, so Amy's got a free move. So Amy could potentially end the turn outside and have a shot with the pistol.
Yeah.
I don't think any of the rest of us have got enough actions
No.
Nope.
to actually get outside and attack.
Not since everyone surged as well.
Yeah.
You want to go
Which
for
does
it?
make sense to do, I reckon. So, okay, so let's come out then and we'll say that Amy got an action left.
Yeah.
which means that she can do one
missed
shot.
you, but the walker was already outside then, I suppose.
Yes, these little body outlines should have meant that a walker started there.
Right.
Yeah, okay. So she's going to have one shot with a pistol, and we'll see whether my renownedly bad luck with the dice continues in this game or not.
Shake it well.
Are the dice trying to kill you?
Okay, that is either a 6 or a 1. What do the symbols mean?
It's a 1. If you do a mouse over, it's a 1.
Is
Well, it's
that
a Molotov
Yeah.
cocktail symbol,
Yes.
technically, so...
Yes,
is that an
but-
automatic fail?
Because this is... 6, okay, and that's
Yeah.
okay. So she completely missed. My luck with dice continues, as it always has.
It's a 4+ to hit.
Yeah, it is.
That was
And
a
of
very
course-
backwards marking. The skull is a 6
Yeah.
and the Molotov
Yeah,
is-
that's why I was asking. I was like, I don't know whether that's... Yeah.
that was counterintuitive, yes.
Okay, so we now have 7 noise here.
Yeah.
And the zombies activate. And all zombies spend 1 action doing one of these 2 things. Zombies in the same zone as a survivor attack them. And the zombies who don't attack move. So they will move towards visible survivors first.
Do I count as a player? Because I appear to have a pulsing grey thing in the middle of the board.
That means that you're... it's letting you be a spectator.
Hmm. Would you like to take over?
Then you'll have to pick a colour. Because grey is the spectator colour.
You should have been given the option to choose a color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to take over one of the characters?
Congrats, you're Doug.
Wonderful.
Okay.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
So the zombies have moved in. They don't have any more actions to do anything else than that. They've just moved in. And then this zombie spawns.
Yeah. So you...
Played this before, Anya, or are you just...
I
trying to-
own Black Plague and Green Horde. So
Which are
I've played a
spin-offs.
lot of Zombicide. I haven't played this variant because this is the original Zombicide. But I've played a lot of Black Plague.
So you've got the button, so you can draw the spawn card.
Just
Oh, we're up to
put
3
them up the
viewers
top, I
now.
assume. So
And we're all still in
get
blue.
2
Walkers.
2 walkers.
So there's a pickled onion.
2 salt and vinegar, please.
Oh, you know what I miss?
Going outside with the
No,
sound
no.
of children laughing, being able to buy the food you want.
Remember what
So
I miss pickled onion space raiders.
Oh,
Don't you mean Monster Munch?
pickled onion monster bunch are very nice.
They are. But
Don't
space
remember,
raiders are
don't forget
better.
what Terry said about the sound of children playing. It's quite relaxing, provided you can't hear the actual words that are being used.
Absolutely.
It's something I have constantly because within 200 meters of my house is a school and the kindergarten. And because they're speaking Finnish, I have no idea what words are being said.
It probably sounds lovely then.
Sometimes there
Have you
there
heard
are
Finnish?
elements of tone which translate.
I'm very happy with children. Children playing and laughing is great. It's when they scream. That's
I'll tell you actually something that happened to me about 2 months after I moved here and caused me significant consternation. At noon on the first Monday of the month, they test the air raid sirens.
nice.
This was quite disconcerting the first time I heard it, and my friends proceeded to gleefully wind me up.
Ned, you are first player.
Right.
Every round you have, the first player token moves round, so it's not always the first person with the first character getting to go first every time, basically.
I suspected as much.
Yes.
So,
We've got a zombie in our space. Kill it.
yes, yes.
Hit it with sticks.
I shall hit it with metal stick, aka crowbar.
You could shoot it with a sawed-off shotgun, technically.
Yes, but that's loud.
That is very true. However, we are currently the loudest space on the board by really quite a long way. So being stealthy is not going to really be possible.
I'm thinking I start off with this and failing and follow that up with a shotgun instead.
It's up to you if you wish.
I
If it was
tried
me,
and
if it was
I-
in the smoke off that shotgun.
I tried and failed, so now I shall just blast it instead.
5 and a 5, 2 hits.
Right, so I actually did 2 damage then.
You did 2 lots of 1 damage,
Right.
which is an important distinction when it comes to things like fatties,
Yep.
Right.
because you have to do 2 damage as 1 hit in order to have an effect.
So theoretically, I could have blasted two
Yes.
walkers.
Yeah.
Right. So that walker is now just dead and not undead. Then.
Yep. Because I think they've only got 1 health, and you get 1 experience for killing it.
And of course, tradition demands that we flip it over.
Of course it does.
There's
So-
supposed to be a zombie rolling slowly down the street.
That was 2 of my 3 actions, and then I move ahead a space.
Okie dokie.
1
Does mean the
space.
board isn't even.
And that's my 3 actions, and I'm done.
Okay, Doug, it's your go.
Wonderful. Where am I? What can I kill?
So you get 3 actions, which isn't actually enough to attack anything.
No.
Because your weapons, if you have a look at the little symbols on the bottom of your weapons, you've got your attack range on the left, then the number of dice that you get to roll with each attack, then what you need to roll to actually hit, and then the damage that it does. So you only have a melee weapon and a 0 to 1.
I have a
Range.
frying pan.
You do have a frying pan. Doug left in a hurry.
Oh, question regarding the sword off. It has a special 1 action to reload, free in end phase. What
Yes.
does that mean?
So you start off with 3 actions by default.
Yes.
So what that means is you could stand in a space where you're surrounded with zombies and use your 3 actions to fire, reload, and then fire again.
Right.
Free and end phase means that now your turn is over, you do not have to start your next turn by reloading the shotgun,
So it's automatically
because the
reloaded.
assumption is you
Yes.
reload it while everybody else is having their turn.
Right.
So that's why, basically.
And
Can I
all
use
other weapons like pistols can just fire how many times they want.
Yes. Because they
I
don't
see.
get as many dice when they attack.
Yeah.
And they need a bit more to hit.
Yes, the pistols is
So,
way weaker.
aside from surviving, what are our objectives here?
We are trying to get to the X here.
Okay, so which is me? Hang on, I can see me.
Yes.
Yeah. Look for a guy that looks worried in a business suit holding a frying pan.
I seem to be holding
Except he
2
holds 2
Uzis.
SMGs.
I
Not
seem
on
to
his
be
character
holding.
sheet, he doesn't.
Yes, 2 Mac 10s.
My character looks like he's holding 2 submachine guns.
Yes, 2 Mac 10s.
There you go.
Now, can you identify what character he's based on?
I would imagine the guy from Falling Down.
Yes.
Business suit, Mac 10s, yeah, it pretty much writes itself. So have I used all my action by moving that far?
You
have
have
used
used
2.
2.
But I
Can
would
I take
advise
aim at
stop
that? Is that
there.
a zombie over there?
Yes, but your weapon only has a range of 0 to 1, which means the zombie would have to be here or in
Well,
the same
since
space
the
as you.
zombie
So
can't
he's
move
out of
that
range.
far, well, on the zombie's move, if it walks towards me, I can shoot it the following round. Excellent.
Yes.
Yes.
Nicholas and Andrew have both gained with me. They understand my raison d'etre. Do you remember that one grenade that blew up half a platform on the planet?
Oh yes.
Yep.
That
That was
one
fun.
a hard one to forget.
The Wookiees don't
I-
remember it
I
because
played-
they're dead.
I didn't kill the Wookiees. I killed the non-Wookiees.
What about
Who I killed were willing slaves of the Empire.
what about the Wookiee orphanage that was on the forest floor below the platform?
You
There
didn't
are
mention that until
nothing on the
after I blew up the
forest
platform.
Kashyyyk. Except huge predators.
The fact that I used to drive our sneak thief mad by being a 2.6 meter tall glittering pink Wookiee.
You see what I have to put up with.
I'm just
Face
hearing
is not.
random noises. I don't understand any of what anyone's talking about.
It is Andrew number 1.
So Andrew number 1
Prepare to
will
move forward in a slippery fashion.
yes.
What is slippery?
Slippery means that
What answer
Um,
would you like me to give?
normally,
Basic.
if you're in a space with a zombie, then to move out of that space, it will take you 1 movement plus 1 action for each zombie that you have to dodge.
Right.
Slippery means that you can just leave. Basically, you get to dodge any zombies in your space for free.
Cardio.
So it's really useful for a melee character. And considering that he's picked up 2 melee weapons, then that's probably quite handy.
Yep. And I am going to leave it there. Amy. Move it up.
Okay, so
So who did I take a character off?
You took one of mine.
Amy is going
Sorry,
to stand
it was blue.
here and have another shot at this zombie.
Do it.
The sword?
I'm going to pick a different dice because clearly that one was broken. I'm going to take the one that starts on a 6. 1! Again! My famous dice rolling luck continues! Ah, I once played a game of Zombicide. I had an attack where you had to roll 6 dice, and I rolled 5 1s and a 2. And that was the point when the group decided we were downloading a dice rolling app because clearly dice hate me and couldn't be trusted.
It is true.
The
Apparently,
fact I rolled 2 1s in succession doesn't surprise me.
the fact that your icon is hovering over the flip button.
Right. You're done?
And yes, so now we have Wanda. And
Nice.
Wanda, what does she
Is a
get?
fish.
She
2
moves.
zones per move
2
action. Oh,
Yes.
Wanda can motor. Right, okay. So I've managed to take 2 characters which have got some speed actually. So 1.
Oh yeah, she can actually
fallen over.
smash the zombie.
Yeah.
She can try.
You pretty
2.
fallen off.
If this doesn't work, then she's going to take some damage. And
But if it does work,
Dice
she's
hate
got
Wanda.
the first kill.
Did the dice hate Wanda?
Let's find out.
For the Emperor,
Well,
Yes, they
sufficient.
did.
4 plus.
So I would have needed a 4. I didn't get a 4. So yeah.
You get
So
Is
I'm
a
gonna...
miss loud? No, sorry, it wasn't loud.
No, because it was a fire axe.
Breaking down doors.
Yeah.
You didn't
So the
manage to
zombie
chop-
is going to eat me.
you didn't manage to chop your own leg off then.
Not so much. No, the zombie's going to do that for me, I think.
Feed her some canned food.
Okay, so now the zombies activate.
3,
And we'll
2.
start
1.
from
Activate.
up here.
I actually didn't check what we do in terms of health.
And
Do I
now...
just die? Do you just have
No,
one
no, you
point?
take a wound. But you haven't taken any wounds so far.
No.
Does the wound have to be removed with an axe?
Hopefully not.
Anyway, so the zombie in your square will attack you,
Yes.
which means we're
Is
going
it roll
to...
defense?
There is no such thing unless you've found armor, which I don't even know if you can get in this game because there isn't a space for it.
Combat.
Why is there a book there? Do we actually have the rule book on the table?
Yes.
Are there any wound tokens?
Yes. They're wound cards, in fact.
Wounds. Acha.
Zombie phase attack.
I am not a zombie.
A zombie's attack is always successful and does not require any dice rolls. It snatches, if possible, an equipment card the survivor is carrying. The player who controls...
I'm gonna decoy with the food.
Yeah. The player who controls that equipment, that survivor receives a wounded card which replaces the lost equipment.
Okay.
When you reorganize your inventory, you can move this wound card just like an equipment card, but can't discard or trade it. A survivor with 2 wound cards is eliminated and their equipment discarded. If different survivors are in the same... We can use that as a house rule.
Oh no, if this is the rule of this version, then that's the way it is.
If there are several survivors in the zone, they can decide how they share the wounds.
Yes.
Right.
Somebody can pull themselves in front of the wounded party.
Soon to be wounded party.
Yes.
Right. That was it then, or?
Yep.
No
Now we
spawning
spawn.
of zombies?
So, Niklas, your turn to spawn.
A walker.
Thing.
One
Yes. And we discard the noise token.
And I moved first play token forward.
Yes.
So Doug starts.
Digger! What are you doing?
Doug?
Huh?
Okay, so how many dice do I get to attack this?
Depends what you're tracking it with.
I have a frying pan and a pistol.
Yes.
Since
Okay.
our noise level is somewhere around a Metallica 1980s concert.
Preferably you would walk up one step and try to shoot it.
Yeah, I would use the pistol because the frying pan is like a last resort. You have to roll a 6
It is
to actually
quite
hit
crap.
with it, and it only does 1 damage even if you do. So
Okay, so what do I just grab a dice or
Grab one of the
you've got-
blue dice.
yes,
Shake
those
it
are red
around.
dice?
These blue ones are
So-
yours.
yeah. So you've got 3 actions because you're already in range. You could shoot at it 3 times if you
No,
wanted
2.
to.
I
Yes,
made
moved
one
once.
step.
Oh, you've moved once, so you got 2 then.
I got 5.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Yay!
So
Zed,
1 wound.
experience.
So move your experience tracker up one step as well.
Where's that?
The
The
blue
one on the top.
your-
Move that one up 1. Just 1.
Put it on 1.
Okay, fine, you lift.
You can zoom in if you want to.
Okay, so you've got 1 action left. I don't think you could do much with it.
Probably not, since we're heading inside as soon as
Yeah,
possible.
you don't have anything that can open a door.
Can I shoot the lock?
No.
Why
You
not?
could choose to move to where I am if you wanted to shot at the zombies later on, but considering they're going to move into that space, then
It's
you
better
probably
stay
don't want
put.
to. Yeah.
Can I take aim or something?
Nope. There's no
No.
Overwatch.
It's a pity. Would be nice.
So, Josh.
He will go walk
He's
about.
going to struggle to do much.
Yes. But he is slippery. So he is, in fact, going to come in there. And he's going to wait there. The next turn he can clout him and leg it.
Okay, and then so Phil.
Then, what do I have? Pistol and a pen. A 2. And I'm gonna shoot.
4.
Hey.
Hit.
A hit. A palpable hit.
You can hit from all the way over there.
From here.
I have removed the zombie.
Bang. Excellent.
It's the one that's
It's rolling.
rolling.
Gently.
Rollin', rollin', rollin'. Though the walker's fallen.
That would be...
Move action.
You're done then, right? 2 moves
I
and
am.
shot. So, Amy.
Okay.
Either you saw up the door making some noise, or
The
we have to
problem
wait
with opening
for
the
Ned.
door is that when you open a door, it spawns zombies in every room in the house.
Oh.
So the question is, do we want to be spawning zombies when there's only Amy, Wanda, and Ned left to go?
Yeah.
Well,
We are
Ned
going to have
has
to do it at some point,
big
however.
gun.
It's worthwhile doing that at the start of the turn.
Yes.
And not with 8 actions remaining.
Yeah.
Because we actually have 8 actions after Amy saws up the door.
Hmm.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, we could do.
I believe
We're
it.
not at the end of it. Okay, let's do that.
I mean,
This is how we learn, right?
yeah. And if for some reason both Amy and Wanda fails to kill the zombie in the first room.
You've remembered who's rolling the dice for Amy and Wanda, have you?
Yes, but I'm just getting to it. I got a boomstick.
Okay, so Amy's going to open the door then with her first action, seeing as she's right next to it. In fact, technically, she's going to chainsaw the door down,
Right.
which surprisingly
That's quite-
makes noise.
Only one.
Yes.
That
So-
sounded like a motorcycle.
So we need to spawn now for every room.
Spawn with card or just one walker?
No, spawn with the card.
Right.
Do
So-
the honours.
Shall we nominate? So we'll do this one first.
Yeah.
Oh,
Huzzah.
Nick.
Zero.
And then
You say, I'm not even sure how
and
to
then this one. One walker.
Just
one
before you
walker in
describe
this one.
How do you know which column to read?
It's to do with the experience of the most experienced party member. So we're all currently in the blue range of experience, so we're reading the bottom one. As soon as one person gets into the yellow experience area on their character sheet, then we have to start reading the yellows, which is why it's important for one person to not run ahead and do all the things, because otherwise you'll end up with the weaker characters being
Can I
left
flip
behind.
one of these?
Essentially.
And last
Let me
one,
flip
the room with the objective.
One walker.
There we
Excellent.
go.
Okay, so that was one action.
Walkers for 4 rooms. Yes.
I'm going to move in with the second one. Oh, I've got a free action actually. Got a free move action, right?
Mm.
Right. So you have 2
so
actions
I've got
left.
2 actions left. So I'm going to shoot this guy.
No, you're not.
Take it good.
That's a
3.
miss.
3.
That's a miss. I'm going to shoot him again.
Go for it.
6.
Hooray!
Finally.
Killed something.
The only other game I've heard such delight at killing something is Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, honestly, I'm not joking when I say I am literally infamous in how bad I am at dice rolling. And then
We should have a game for money.
I'm
Wanda's
just going to
turn?
move in here, I think.
Yeah. Go for it, Wanda.
I've got a wound, so actually, I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to move in here, and I'm going to search for an item.
Yeah,
Okay.
do that. Right, we should actually have a sound check.
Shotgun. Lum.
Nice.
Boomstick.
Indeed.
Is that the? Can you only ever find one item in the room?
Yeah, you
No.
can only search once per round.
With the exception of Dog, actually, if he finds a weapon, he gets 2 of them.
Yes.
Yes, that's true. But he still only gets that from one search.
Yes.
So Ned, you're the final person in this round.
Right, I just realized that I am a hell of a long way away. That was kind of
It
bad,
is
but
now brave
1,
Sir
2,
Robin.
3. So I actually only just get in here, but I do get to search.
You do.
Yes, because I
Yeah,
have a
it's
free
free
search.
I need to zoom.
And I found a machete.
Okay. So
Which-
do you want to replace...
Need to break out any more doors. Oops. So better to have the machete in hand, since it does more damage.
Okay,
Yep.
and then that is the end of the round.
Yes.
So zombies get real.
So all zombies move up 1 step.
Zombie has a choice. Yes, we get the point, Andrew.
First person token moves round,
Has already
Moved.
moved.
and we spawn zombies from the zombie spawning point.
Yes, and
Everyone's
that's Alan
spawned.
who should draw the top
Right.
card from the zombie deck, where the green pointer is.
This one.
F to flip it. 0.
Yay!
Hooray!
Convenient.
Hey.
So, next turn.
Come on, Josh. It's your turn to shine.
Yes.
Shine on you,
Josh-
crazy diamond.
Is going to use his baseball bat.
Should I subject Twitch to my Cheetos or turn the mute on?
Depends how quietly you can eat them.
To attempt to
They're
clout
extra crunchy.
the zombie.
It's a home run.
Very typical, honestly. Anybody else who uses dice?
And that I'm going to actually move into this one and attempt to clout that one as well. Because you only live once.
Molotov, isn't it?
That's debatable.
It's not going to do him any harm. He'll take 1 hit and then clear out.
That would be Josh. So,
Yep.
Phil?
Phil is going to shoot at the zombie. Actually, can I shoot into a box with chummies?
I'll be right back.
Ranged.
I was just tidying up my dice.
Interesting.
Check him.
So, hits are assigned. When using a ranged weapon, the shooting survivor does not choose the target's hit by successful rolls. Hits are assigned to characters in the targeted zone following this targeting priority order.
Yes.
First, survivors.
If you miss, if you shoot into a crowded space and you miss, then it hits a survivor.
No. Any
Friendly
hits
fire is
are
very much a
assigned.
thing.
Any hits are assigned to survivors first. Misses are misses completely completely, but any hits are assigned first and foremost to survivors, and then to walkers, and then to fatties or abominations.
Really?
Right.
That
The friendly
seems
fire very much
bizarre.
isn't in this.
Well, in the version I've played, it's if you miss, so you can shoot into a crowded space,
Yeah,
and if you get 3 hits, then you'll just hit 3 zombies.
and that
But
would
if you
make
get
more
3
sense.
misses, you'll hit a survivor 3 times.
So instead, one...
Hmm.
Oh, you're dead.
You don't get friendly fire with melee though,
No,
unless you can target that properly.
2, and sod it frying pan.
Bong.
There are lots of people who will hit him before that, so no worries.
Okay, Amy, you're up.
Where's Phil? I think he's over there. Bong, bing, bong, bong, bong. Okay, what have I got?
Musical on you.
Okay, have I got zombies in the current space?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to chainsaw it because I've picked up a chainsaw and I'm using the chainsaw.
As well you should.
That's a lot of
I
dice.
don't know. Right, go.
5 dice.
Bloody hell.
Plus the hit.
Yes, 2 hits.
Yes, it is doubly dead.
It's very dead. Hooray!
It's been chopped in half.
Chainsaws are always the correct option.
True.
And a sound token.
I think Bruce Willis in Pulp Fiction would disagree.
And
Never
then
seen it.
I'm going to move in here and I'm going to chainsaw the other one.
Room.
Don't get to have fun.
There's a 6 and a 5 there, so yes.
Yay! And then I'm going to move into the objective square, I guess.
Is exiting an action?
No, it's usually if you end you have to get to the kind of exit point and then basically declare that you're done. And then that's when you leave. But I'm not in a rush to do that.
So you've done 2
Technically, I
actions.
could come back out, actually. I've done 3, because, hang on, I attacked, I moved with my free one, I
And you
attacked
attacked
again,
again.
and
So
then
2
I've moved
actions.
back into this space, so that's my
Right.
3.
What
Yep.
free action do I get?
It's whatever your special thing is.
So you don't get the free actions, you just get double the weapons if you
Yeah,
find one.
you get matching set. If you find a weapon, you get another one.
So that was
Um,
Amy done.
Yes.
Yep.
Wanda gets a lot of movement. She is quite injured though. Although I know actually no, I've got a shotgun now. How's Josh doing?
He's
Well,
alright.
He wants some
Just far.
assistance, isn't he? Or is he?
Yeah, he's slippery, so he'll be out of there.
Yeah, but he's going to. He's had his turn already,
Yes.
Yes.
so he's going to take a hit, isn't he?
Yeah.
Currently. So I'm going to say I'm going to move out of here for one.
That was 2.
Yes,
Yes,
Wanda's
but she
special thing
gets-
is that she gets to move 2 zones per move action.
She can roll. She gets the roller skates.
She is roller skating like crazy. So that was 1.
What
and I'm going to
socially
try
dis-
and shoot the zombie for 2.
Could she shoot? Or
Yeah, I've got a sawed-off shotgun.
yes, but didn't you say it's something about not shooting into squares with survivors?
Oh, that's correct. I've entirely forgotten the friendly fire.
Too late, you've shot. Fortunately,
let's not do
we
that
haven't
then.
forgotten the cursed on your dice thing. So
No, one of them was a 6.
oh dear. Oh gosh.
Oh no, in that case, okay, let's not do that then. I had forgotten the friendly fire thing. So in that case, I'm going to run in and I'm going to have a go at hitting it with the fire axe.
Friendly axe. Oh, that's a
It's a
5.
hit.
Pachow!
Huzzah!
Hang on, so yeah, so I moved and then I moved and then I attacked, so that's my 3.
Yeah. So Ned's turn. Well, I can search, start off with, since that's a free action. Plenty of
Looks
ammo.
like-
Nice.
Does one run out of ammo?
No, but I can actually re-roll range attacks with sawed-off shotguns, which I just happen to have. But to actually use this, I have to have it in my hand. Is that correct?
You've got to have it in your backpack, I think. I don't
Yeah.
know. That's how the other one works.
Utilities go in your reserves.
Right. Good. Should I just wait around, or should I move towards the exit?
We just need to get to the exit now, really.
So I might just as well plunk over here. I are done.
Okay, is that the zombie turn?
No,
No.
We've
Doug's
got one more
turn,
person.
Digger!
Anya, you've forgotten.
which would be pretty much just walk out.
That would be my intent because it's 20 past 11.
And that is 3 actions.
So you use one of your actions to pick up the widget.
Sorry?
Use one of your actions to pick up the
No.
objet d'art.
He can't. I can. Ned could. Am I supposed to pick that one up?
Yes.
Because
Oh, I thought we
Ned actually has that many actions.
Then we have
Doug
one.
hasn't. Right. So that was sufficient then. Good.
Mm.
I have a terribly long commute.
a really terribly long commute, or just from your bedroom to the front room?
From my bedroom. No, the bedroom is the front room. The living room's at the back. Bear in mind, I've been working from home since the end of 2016.
Oh.
This is my standard operating. My colleagues are completely freaky out because they have kids and numerous other things, whereas all I have is an extremely chunky cat. When I say extremely chunky, we're talking 7 kilos.
Wow. So it's the law he come in level
No,
of cat.
no. He's just she's just a chunk. Her sister was also a chunk, but her sister unfortunately stopped eating when I moved to this apartment in July of 17. So I now have one. I tried getting a second one from a gentle, sweet, happy, purry, rub your belly as long as you want, to a screaming, hissing ball of teeth, claws, and hate. So the other cat went back to the rescue.
Oh.
She is the sole matriarch and will have a chunkily waddle a bit. There's a Facebook group called This Cat is a Chunk. On that fluffy note, I shall depart if I can figure it out.
And just to give you an idea of how big the maps can get, they can get quite large.
Oh yeah, they can be 9 by 9 tiles. 9 by 9, not 3 by 3. Sorry, 9 by 9 would be immense.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still quite large.
Yeah.
Oh, good, please.
That'll
Surely
take
that's a large noise thing because the lights appear to be on. That's why the battery would have run down many apocalypses ago.
Mm.
What is the plural of? Is it apocalypse?
What shall we load?
Something you need to conjugate plurally, is it?
Apocalypses?
That would be an incorrect Germanic conjugation of fundamentally Roman Latin word, would it?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's like octopus, where there's 3 variations and they're all technically correct.
Technically correct. The best,
As in they're all allowable.
the best kind of correct.
And the most fun one is obviously octopodes.
I think I have now exited
Indeed, you have.
Game.
Okay.
Then
I shall switch the stream to a break, and we'll figure out what to play next.
I'm going to play Lie Down and Close My Eyes. Try and occupy the small parts of the bed the cat is.
Just put
Good
someone
luck.
around the cats.
This is a very large cat. check my Facebook stream. I don't know how public it is, but anyway, I'm going to go away now.
Have fun.
Folks,
Bye.
good night.
What shall we play next?
I am open to suggestions.
Don't know. Trying to think what's on here that's good.
I mean, obviously, there's always my eternal favourite. But I've got a fair few other ones to try as well.
Have you tried Flamme Rouge? I haven't tried Flamme Rouge on here, but I actually own the game.
I've heard of it, but can't
Quite
remember
a
it.
simple one for if your brain isn't up to a lot of braining.
Don't know how it.
Oh, Quacks on here is quite fun.
Say what?
Quacks the Quedlingberg is quite fun on here. It's
Don't
fun
know.
in real life, but it also is quite nice in here as well.
Okay. I'm going to hold Red Flags and Snake Oil in reserve.
I'm not sure I've got the brains to be creative today.
Have you played Takenoko? I can't remember the rules.
Maybe?
I might have played it for reals, but I can't remember at the moment.
I don't know if have you watched Altered Carbon?
Yeah.
No.
When the AIs are talking about kind of, this doesn't exist in the real. I've just started referring to that now for all things. So yeah, I've more than once now, and people are saying, "Oh, with board games," you say, "Well, I've played it I haven't played it in the real, but I've played it here." That's it now. It's in my head. That will be how I refer to this forever going forward. It just fits so
works.
nicely. Yeah,
It works really well.
When we've got more people, we can play Secret Hitler.
Oh, I'm useless at Secret Hitler. Although I might be better on this possibly because there is no face-to-face element of it.
It's one of those games that takes a fair few, doesn't it?
Yeah, minimum 5.
As I've said to Andrew before, I can't lie. I'm useless at it. So I mean, I have so many tells, like on my facial expressions of tells. It's just ridiculous. And it's not particularly enjoyable to try because I didn't know that I'm doing very badly at it. So, but on here, maybe it'll be different because no one's going to be able to see me blushing and smirking and looking like I'm panicking as much as I'm panicking.
Yeah,
I'm decent at it as long as I get to play a liberal.
As long as you don't have to lie, then you're fine.
Yeah.
I played a game once under kind of people going, "Oh, come on," and I was like, "Fine, okay, play it," and I was Hitler. That was like they didn't outright guess, but I'm pretty sure that everybody was being charitable to me because from the inside I could tell. But yeah, I'm just not good at it.
I'm also exceedingly terrible at playing, say, dark side runs of KOTOR and the like.
Yeah, but that's mostly due to game design. I mean, most computer games are actually more rewarding to play nice in.
Yeah,
Yep.
I really struggle with those kinds of things.
Oh, I just thought of something.
Let's try it.
I haven't tried Bunny Kingdoms, but I do know that it is on here. And that's a real nice game, which is suitable for 3 people.
I've never played it at all. I think I've seen
Oh.
a video about it once.
They have
It's a kind of deck builder game.
they have
Trade
an
cards.
old
It's
classic.
quite nice.
I'm not a huge fan of deck builders, it has to be said.
Well, I mean, deck builder is... I don't know if that is the correct word in this case. You pass a stack of cards back and forth and collect it, but it's not really a deck builder. What is this?
It is Labyrinth.
Right.
So make sure that you've got your rotation set to 90 degrees.
And how do you do that?
You see you've got the menu at the top, and then you've got lift height and then rotation degrees.
Okey-dokey.
Where, why, how, when?
You see them. You see the options at the top of the screen where you've got like flip and menu and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
To the right of those, you should have
Right.
2 boxes. One is a guy lifting weights, and
Yes.
the other one is a number.
Yes,
That
now
number
it's 90.
is your rotation degrees.
I've set it to 90.
I don't know what that achieves, but now I have done it. I don't know this game.
It is
Now-
quite simple.
Yes.
The artwork on the tiles looks reassuringly simple.
Yes, I think it's a 5+ game.
Yeah,
It is.
I'm not going to argue with that just now.
But surprisingly fun. I always enjoyed it when I was a kid. And as you say, if you're a bit past braining, then it's ideal.
Yes.
It's
Does
more that I'm
not-
trying very hard to make sure that I'm not up really late, because I've not been going to sleep until about 2:30, 3 o'clock for the last month. And considering that I have to actually get up, I've just about managed to haul myself out of bed for about 9:15. I need to stop doing such kind of mentally engaging things late at night. So I think that's probably not helping.
Now we take these, we shuffle them, and then I'm going to deal them 8 each. No, I'm not going to deal them because
That's
then
the wrong way. You aren't supposed to see them.
exactly.
I can't see yours.
No, but you aren't supposed to see your own either. That's
Oh, I
the
see.
seeing all your cards is the children's version.
Right, okay. Should I take mine out of my hand then?
Yeah, just dump them on the pile here.
We should have even stacks in front of us.
There we go.
Yep.
I do a long hold to pick up the whole stack.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
And then
Now.
you should get to draw one from your pile.
Yes. And you draw that one into your hand.
Okay.
Because you don't particularly want anyone else to know what you're aiming for.
Is mine showing, or is it in my hand?
I can't see anybody else's. It'll be showing to you,
Yes.
but it's not showing to anybody
Yeah.
else.
I was kind of thrown by the fact that it was laying in front of me on the table as well as
Yeah, no, it is
closer to
hidden.
me.
Yeah.
Now, you can move as far as you like, as long as it's in a contiguous area. And who wants to start?
Well, I have no contiguouses at all.
The first thing you actually do is move the labyrinth one step using
This tile.
the tile.
So what you do, you choose any one of these arrows.
Yeah.
And press that arrow so that you can then insert this tile any direction you like into the free space. And the card that's been pushed out remains where it's been dumped, so that you remember the one arrow where you're not allowed to put it back.
Right, okay. So if somebody then uses the arrow in the other direction, does it come back on the board?
Well, that's
Oh,
the
I suppose
one
it can't, because
you
it's not
can't.
entirely.
You can't put it back the same place it came out.
Oh, I see. So the tile that gets pushed off is the loose one that the next person gets
Exactly.
put on somewhere? Right,
Yes.
gotcha.
And that row is safe from being pushed
Right,
back.
yeah. Okay,
You can,
gotcha, that
you can
makes
push it
sense.
once more in the same direction. You can't push it back.
Yeah.
Okay. So, would you like to start then?
Who?
You can give it a go, since you haven't played it before.
Okay, I'm going to see then if I've got this right. So,
And the card that you have, of course, in front
Is your
of you
current
the target.
objective.
It's the one
Okay.
you're supposed to.
So I am going to put that one there.
Yeah, click the arrow.
And it's kind of gone underneath.
Yeah. And now you move as far as you like.
Oops. Okay, now I'm going to sit there and we'll see how that goes.
Yep.
Oh, I've moved it off the thing now. I hope I haven't broken it.
Now, if a character is on a square that gets moved off, it drops back in again on the other side.
Okay.
Like Pac-Man or Super Mario Brothers 2.
Okie dokie.
You don't get to use the grid in your advantage by yourself, but if you get pushed off, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to... where can I use that? And I will move to here.
Right. Let's see. And wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobble.
Okay, so it's your turn.
Oh, well, this is not what I was hoping for at all. Okay. The cross is where you moved it before?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
So that actually turns itself off.
Oh, but that's the one I wanted. Oh, all of these are rubbish. Right. Right, okay. Oh, this is really difficult. It's just not working for me at all.
Ages 5+.
Might actually be 7+.
Look, I hear what you're saying, however, I dispute.
No, but you see what I mean? It is more fun than you expect for a kid's game.
And I am going to move around to there.
Okay.
That's my token.
Yes, it is. That's mine. I'm not used to playing blue, I'm usually red.
Righto, then let's see, where am I?
So do you now draw another card? Now that
Yes.
you've hit your token?
Yes.
Yeah, he takes the next one in his stack.
Okay.
And the goal, of course, is to empty your stack.
Yeah.
Hmm. Did that work as intended? Possibly. But not quite. What the hell? I'll go there.
Okay.
I'm done.
So I had to go at streaming Untitled Goose Game last week.
Oh, yeah?
No, 2 weeks ago now. Good fun.
My brother's finished that.
Mm.
Yeah, they seem to enjoy it.
Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah.
It's about geese.
You have to do things like steal the farmer's radio. Quite fun.
Right.
You get to honk really aggressively.
Bonk!
Oh. I'm not doing well at this at all. Child's game is beating me.
Well, the tricky bit is that you can have a really nice plan, but depending on what the other players, how the other players move it, it can change quite drastically.
Yeah, and all of my tiles seem to be kind of like, oh, this is just blocked off. I'm like, oh.
Yep.
I want to move the row that doesn't have the arrow on it. That's the
Hmm.
problem.
Yep.
And you can get completely screwed over by the cards being in the wrong order.
Yes, I'm learning that.
Right, well, actually, that worked just fine. Let's do that, and use this nice road that Andrew made me.
See what I mean?
Because mine was this bloody one as well, and I couldn't get to it. Andrew thinking?
Hmm.
Okay. Just checking that you weren't still waiting for me to have a go. Severe cheating going on here. I don't know how, but I'm positive it is.
You done, yes?
I am. Does one have to stop after picking up an object?
Yes.
Yes. Would be amusing to get really lucky and grab all of them in one turn.
Yes. Would also be slightly broken.
Mm-hmm.
That is a long ass road.
Well, the path was already there. I just had to find a move that wasn't going to break the path that I already had.
Yep. Which can at times be tricky, just that, depending on where you're standing. This is probably the most interconnected I've ever seen this game.
Yeah.
That's because I don't know what I'm doing. I should definitely be putting tiles down in worse ways, but I just got to get to a place.
You've taken your turn, have you?
Yes. Yeah.
It's you, Andrew.
There we go.
I mean, it's almost like you want me to win.
Stop letting him win.
Also, I've got a halo migraine coming in, so I can't quite see everything.
Oh.
That sounds annoying.
Yeah, it's irritating rather than anything else.
Okay, remember the really long path I did last time?
Yeah.
Mm.
Boop.
I'm just going to get my sunglasses.
Okay. I'm gonna put this.
There we go.
Okay, I've given you your next tile.
Excellent.
Really going to have to make myself go out food shopping at some point. I've gotten down to the point now of cooking the vegan sausage rolls that somebody brought to my housewarming 5 years ago and have been sitting in the freezer for an emergency.
That sounded possibly atrocious.
It's actually not as bad. I thought they might genuinely be inedible. That's my token.
Oh,
So they weren't actually inedible. But
as I say, having some difficulty seeing.
yes. You can play something else if you're going to find it a bit tricky.
No.
Right. Well, if nothing else, you screwed me over.
Oh, good. I mean, oh, what a shame.
Oh no.
Can I sort this out or not?
Yeah, I used to get these halos a couple of times a year.
Mm-hmm.
This is the third one I've had in a week.
Ouch.
It's almost as if there's something causing some form of stress.
Yeah, I was going to say, have you got any idea what's setting it off?
Fancy that.
I'm low on crisps. Could that be it?
That could well be it. I mean, they're an essential vitamin and/or mineral.
Yeah. There's actually some decent salt and vinegars on the market here in Sweden now.
Ugh.
What colour are they?
Brown. They just don't get it.
Yeah, that'll do.
Well, the Vescus chips are brown. What they call them? Pom sticks, a German brand.
Mm-hmm.
They're sort of turquoise. Because why not? As they said on The Big Bang Theory, because today's the day to start making sales.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
I quite like the way there's not a huge amount of scope in this for players to screw other players over. Because you can sort of see where someone's trying to get to roughly, but you don't know exactly which thing they're trying to get to.
Yeah.
You done?
Yep.
Let's see then. Did I see that correctly or not?
So what are the changes with the game if we were to change the difficulty to sort of medium or hard? What does that do? Does it just give you a bigger board?
Actually, the difficulty could be the easy. Could be the fact that we automatically got the entire deck in our hand.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be that. That's the only form I know. That's only way you can affect it in the
Could
board
be.
game. This was a tricky one.
I might have to search in the workshop for this one. I quite like it.
Let's do this. Thought I would be able to go where I wanted to, but alas, I'm done. You're on a roll.
Don't say it too loudly. The game will hear you.
Yes, that was the plan.
Next.
Yes. Good.
Things have got tricky now.
I found the guitar pick from the 2016 con.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
I think mine's on top of the washing machine at the moment.
You never know when the washing machine's going to need a plectrum.
I like the idea of all the random little bits of kind of whatever they do, but they fill up your house like crazy.
They do.
Oh, I know I can I? Oh no, I thought I had a thing then. Okay, I am going to do a bit of a nothing move thing. Where's the other tile? No, it's
Up here.
I mean.
That one would be me.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that's you. Oh, hang on. What move did I do?
You nudge this field that way.
Okay. Ah. Well, I need to have not done that. That was me. Usually I play blue. You know when you say usually you
Yep.
red? Can I retcon my go?
I don't think so.
Really? Even though I thought I was someone else?
Well, Andrew did the same, so kind of evens out.
Fair point.
Okay, there
My turn?
then. Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Next. Did that scupper you?
That really messed with my plans.
One does one's best.
Yes. But it actually worked out quite nicely.
Very good.
That's what I was trying to get to. That I actually had a path to last game. If only I'd realised I was the right colour.
Yes, tricky that sometimes.
Going to have to be this one, and then we'll see where I get.
Done?
Mm-hmm. Oh, down to your last card.
Yes, I am.
Of course, the interesting thing is that after you've got all your cards,
What was that? Sorry.
after he's got all his cards, then everyone knows where he's trying to get.
Back to home.
Where's her? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Okay, why is my last card at a weird angle?
Just right click and draw.
No, for some reason it drew the last, when I only had two left, it drew both of them into my hand. But one of them was still hidden, but at a weird angle. Don't quite know why it's done that.
Have you moved?
Yes.
Okay. Let us see what we shall see. Oh.
Done?
Yep.
Right, was supposed to be that. I'm done.
Okay.
Can we call that owl play? Okay.
Well, what can I say? This was too easy.
Yep.
Ta-da!
Of course, there is one other feature of this game, of this simulator. I don't know what you're laughing at.
I assume I know what you're going to do. Maybe not.
Okay, maybe a bit too obvious. But still.
Yeah. Quite
Isn't it
obvious.
satisfying? I was going to do that with Zombicide as well.
I think I probably had it disabled though. Anyway, I am going to go and close my eyes and wait for the pretty lights to stop flashing.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea, I think.
And who knows, maybe even sleep a bit.
What?
I
Nice.
know, a remarkable
Crazy
idea.
talk. You have to be careful, you could get addicted to that stuff.
So I've heard. Well, folks, hope you'll join me again some other day.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, good work.
as I say, there's space in the D&D campaign.
Yes, I do keep meaning to look into that more. I've got someone who's going to do a one-shot with me and some other people in a couple of weeks' time, I think. But it's just a case of actually trying to get all of these things kind of done and started.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Best
equally, if I'm on Tabletop Simulator and we're playing games like with GURPS and GURPS and Jazz and stuff, you met them before.
Yeah.
If you see us online and fancy joining in, then the room password is always the same as the room name if I've made it. So feel free to wander in if you feel like it.
Well, I
When
can't
it
remember
comes
what they
to
are anyways.
RPGs, best is just jump in head
Yeah.
first. Don't think too much, just do.
Right, I'm going to head. I'm actually going to go up to bed, and then I can hopefully, when I sit on my phone for a couple of hours, like I always do, I might still manage to get to sleep before about 2 o'clock.
Yeah, that could be part of the problem, I suppose.
Well, the part of the problem is that I don't go to bed That's one, and then I sit on my phone for about an hour and a half listening to podcasts. So,
Right.
yeah, I'd live by myself. I've got nobody to blame but myself.
I have
Yeah.
a fairly strict no phones in bed policy, even for
Oh.
myself.
Oh no, that wouldn't last 2 minutes in this house. No, I'm not on board with that at all. I might have to house rule that. That's not a thing.
Mostly because I find that if I get stuck on it,